Hello again, everybody. It's me, MadameMacabre, and it is Monday again, which means it's time for another personal style video. Now, those of you in the Washington area know that SakuraCon is actually coming up this weekend, so it is really close, and I thought in honor of that, I would do a fun new set of videos. It's going to be done in two parts. Today's video is going to be about some of my personal favorite things, what I find to be the best things about cosplay and going to conventions. So to start with, I'm going to touch on what is possibly, for many people, their favorite thing about conventions is being able to go to these conventions and meet new friends. Now, if you're anything like me, and you're a little bit more introverted, or even if you're an extrovert but you are shy, it can be hard to go out to random places and just make friends. I know your parents can always be like, oh, just go out and talk to people, but when you're shy, it doesn't work that way. Well, at cons, at least I personally, at cons, at least I personally find that veil of shyness actually opens up, and conventions are one of the few places where I actually don't have any issues with shyness, and I can go out and be outgoing and excitable, and I have a much easier time meeting new people and talking to new people. I think that might have a lot to do with the fact that at a con space, you know why everyone is there. It's either for the merchandise, or for the costuming, or to meet other people with similar interests. You all are there for similar reasons. You don't have to worry about people thinking you're weird for liking what you do. You don't have to worry about people thinking you're weird for dressing up like fictional characters other than on Halloween. Like, they're there for the same things. And that gets rid of a huge load of anxiety about meeting new people because you already are winning off the bat. You already know you've got lots of things in common. She's practicing to be a WWE wrestler. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah? The next point applies more specifically to cosplay, and that would be learning new skills and sort of trying new crafts that you may have never thought of before, and that is in regards to like building your costume. I never sewed before cosplay. I saw no reason to. Nowadays, the price of fabric has gone up so much that it's not really more affordable to make your own clothes. So why not just save yourself the time and effort and buy it and spend less money? Get down. Beastie. You love me? Do you love Mom? Fine. Cosplay pushed me. It gave me a reason to learn a craft that I never would have even thought of really taking serious before. There's just something so satisfying about being able to take the raw materials and, with your own two hands, create an entirely new functional costume. And I get that the sewing and crafting thing is not for everybody. Some people simply want to cosplay to dress up, so they just buy their costumes, and there's no shame in that. But for those of us who get a thrill out of creating things, you'll understand that being able to learn these new skills and these new crafts is a huge part of what makes cons and cosplay so special. It's constantly pushing you to try new materials, to try new methods. Heck, I tried making foam armor for the first time with my papyrus cosplay. And let me tell you, I am a seamstress. I am not a crafter or an armor maker. Once was enough to tell me, this is not the thing for you, but I tried it, I learned a new experience, I used a new tool, I used a heat gun for the first time, and it was terrifying. Artemis. But I digress. It's a great and fun part of cosplay and going to cons, learning these things in which, at least for me personally, I never really would have picked it up without cosplay. And moving on to the next point, which once again is specific to cosplay, is being able to bring your favorite fictional characters to life. There's just something so fun and special about not only going to the con and buying merchandise and prints and stuff of your favorite character and favorite series, but literally becoming them for a day. Some people will just do the costuming for the sake of the costumes, and then others will get really into it, and they'll spend the whole day in character, at least most of the day. And it's really cool because you go to the con space, there's people who are just as excited as you, people who love the series just as much as you, and they get so excited when they see you as their favorite character, and even more so excited when you act like them. It's like going to Disneyland and meeting the face actors. It's something I personally really love and can only get in the con space. And the next best thing about cons and cosplay is, in my opinion, The dealer's hall and artist alley, those are things that I found you can only get at conventions. Yes, there are some festivals and things that pop up in different cities and locations, but it's not quite the same. It's really, really amazing when you go to a con space and you walk into the dealer's hall and it's just loaded with really cool merchandise and artwork that you really can't find elsewhere. A lot of the stuff is imported, or there are small artists, local artists, selling things that you can only find elsewhere online. It's also really cool because you can haggle, and that's something that you don't really get so much in America anymore because we don't have the open forum marketplaces really anymore. And it's kind of fun because you can haggle with the price and barter and see what you can get a deal on. Not only can you get really cool imported goods from other countries, but you can also check out the Artists Alley and see tons of really cool, really talented people selling stickers and dolls and prints and anything you can imagine. And to me, it's just like a little vacation. I love going down to those areas, and I really love supporting the small and local artists. That's something that's always been really special to me in conventions. The next great thing about conventions is the people there. You may occasionally run into a snooty person who kind of gives you the cold shoulder, gives you a stern look, or goes into the con with a holier-than-thou mentality, looking down at all the little people around them. But for every one of those, you will find 10 amazing people who are just fantastic and eager to help with any problem that pops up. You got a problem with your cosplay? Got a hole in something? There will be 6 people that pop up with thread or hot glue and they just offer it to you, total stranger. Totally eager to help. I have never met so many people so eager to offer solutions to problems and to be comforting and kind than I have encountered in a con space. It is completely amazing. Like I said, there are some bad eggs, but the vast majority I find at a con space are just completely kind people on a totally different level than what you get out in the quote-unquote real world. I don't know why that is, but it's something that's truly magical about conventions. The next great thing about conventions and cosplay are group photo shoots. Whether you are a cosplayer or a photographer or somebody who just wants pictures, odds are you've gone to a fandom photo shoot. And these things are so much fun, let me tell you. Even though cons in general encompass a huge group of people with similar interests, those photo shoots for specific things have an even more isolated group of people with even more specifically in common interests. Not only do you know that you all like, say, video games, comics, and anime, you know that you all like said specific thing. These photo shoots turn out to be really cool collaborative efforts. These people don't know each other, but you wouldn't know any better because everyone gets along and works really great together. And you can tell everyone's having a really good time because they love the characters in the fandom. People are so enthusiastic. You want a specific pose between 2 specific characters? Just let them know and they are more than happy to oblige. These photo shoots and group gatherings are once again something that I've only personally encountered in conventions. I mean, you can find them in like small fan clubs and stuff that have separate meetups, but those aren't really as common. And at conventions, you get lots and lots and lots of these groups, and it is wonderful. And my closing point for this video is just the overall friendly and welcoming vibe you get at conventions. I don't think it's just me when I say you walk into a con and you feel at home. The atmosphere is so charged and so positive and so excitable that you're just over the moon when the convention starts. It's hard to have a bad time in a place where people are so pumped just to be there and just to be around other people with similar interests. While there can be many bumps in the road, I personally have found cons to be some of the best places to go and the most fun places to go I've ever experienced. They're really wonderful, and if you have not yet had the opportunity to go to a convention, I hope you get the opportunity in the near future. Well, that just about does it for all the positive points I can think of off the top of my head. As you may have guessed from my intro, my next video will be the not-so-nice points of cosplay and conventions. While the good way outweighs the bad, There are some pretty serious issues, specifically in the cosplay community, that are not okay and need to be addressed. So look forward to that next video if you have cosplayed and run into some things that have made you not so happy. But today is a happy video and a happy day, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you all next time. If you have any more points to add to the positive list of your favorite things about cosplaying conventions, please let us know in the comments below. Once again, it's been a pleasure. Bye-bye for now.